really thanks Hiten and iDAC Group to give me this opportunity to come here and present myself and my company. So today's we have gone through the religious theme, and now we have one UHPC. Also, we have seen the one very nice product he has. So we have seen lot of architecture. I'm for your example, for your information, I'm not architect, neither urban planner, but I'm working on infrastructure projects from last 22 years. What you people are creating or imagining, vision we are creating, I'm implementing those. So that is the difference between what you people do and what I'm doing. So I will just start with my presentation. So as the topic is tourism is an invisible trade. So when we have this kind of theme with us, so first is I would like to give some kind of figures which will help to take it forward. So if we see that I have considered the top 10 countries in the world, and what kind of numbers, this is the, we have considered the pre-COVID data. So based on that, if you see the US has today has a maximum receipts of income in $1 billion, whereas India is sitting on $32 billion. But what we are proposing, or what we are projected by our tourism of Ministry of India, we will reach to $125 billion by 2027, and the present whatever is the jobs created by tourism sector itself is around 39 million, which will go up to 54 million. So this is the remarkable change which is going to happen in next few years. So here I just want to tell you, since you might be knowing that our Prime Minister is in Denmark 2 days back, and he has requested every person or every Indian individual who was sitting in that entire auditorium, he has asked only one thing, and it is very touchy. Anyone knows what he has asked to all each individual? Yes. So he is, so see, our Prime Minister is going to those places, and he sees a small things like you send every individual, every Indian should send a 5 non-Indian to India to see what kind of tourism we have. So that kind of thing he is passing the message in outside countries. So that kind of thing he is doing for our India. Here when we have done the analysis of various states in India, how many like international tourists as well as the domestic tourists coming to the various countries in various states in India, Tamil Nadu is standing the first state where we are getting the maximum tourists. And now after seeing that, as a Maharashtrian, or I can say as a in Maharashtra, we feel that we should also do something. So we have done many things for Maharashtra as well as the other states which are lacking. That how we can progress, or we can do that. We have already we will discuss in the future course. So to start with, now I will discuss on the points where Central is funding to various tourism packages, or I can say various tourism things to happen. So that out of that, the first is the Swadesh Darshan, where there are the 15 themes, or I can say 15 circuits has been developed by Ministry of Tourism, and those are being funded by Government of India. So these are the various circuits like Buddhist circuit, coastal, deserts. So out of that, we have picked only 8 circuits where we can work, and these are the various states we have considered or we can covered in this. Like for wellness, Kerala is the one. For cruises is the Maharashtra and the Goa thing we have taken. For beach tourism is again a Goa. Then rural tourism, we have, when we have prepared our master plan, we have put many things for the Assam thing. When we are seeing the wildlife kind of thing, we have considered the MP as the place where we have to do. Then the very important thing or interesting thing is how much funds are going to come for this, how these things will happen. So for this, if you see the numbers, this time Government of India has given 2,400 crores as a funds for development of a infrastructure facilities required to make these projects implemented for this purpose. Because for any project we have to develop, we require some basic infrastructure facilities like a road, water, sewerage, these things, and the stormwater systems. So for this, it has been already allocated these funds, and those we have to use. Now I will start upon I'm from Feedback Infra, and which are the flagship projects we have done till this time period. I'll just take one or two signature projects, and that will help you to understand and what are the challenges we have faced while implementing those projects. I'll just take through. So first, 1 minute I will take on Feedback. What is Feedback Infra? So Feedback Infra is a company which is 31-year-old company, and we have total 9,500 employees working in more than 40 countries. Our turnover is more than 900 crores. And these are our signature projects where we are the first in all the areas, like right from the, in case of electricity, in case of longest expressway, in case of O&M of the projects, in case of building the airport express line, in case of a bullet train, we are the for all, I can say in NHI projects, 46% of the projects today done by the Feedback Infra. So these are our promoters. L&T was till last year, L&T was holding at 26%. Now ADB Partners has taken, IDFC and SDFC are our stakeholders. They are holding more than 40% stake. What do we do? So we create infrastructure, we operate infrastructure, and we do the improvements in the infrastructure. And these are the entire, cutting across all the sectors. We do provide our consultancy and the project monitoring services. Now I'll come back to main projects which we have done. So when there is a meeting happen in the PMO office as well as the MOCA, that is the Ministry of Civil Aviation, they have decided that we have to reduce the time of travel and improve or increase the tourism. How we can give a boost to the tourism? So right from beginning, this is the means they are thinking of how we can implement a seaplane in India. So while doing that, the first project, and this is the water aerodrome which we have to implement in India. This is the our PM's pet project, and for that purpose we got for implementation only 45 days to implement this project. We have prepared the DPRs in 6 months period, but for implementation we got only 45 days. And how we have done that, this I will just explain. So this project is nothing but these are the two projects actually. One is in Statue of Unity. Everyone might be knowing the name Statue of Unity in Kevadia and Sabarmati riverfront. So for these both the projects, we have to do this project in 45 days. For that purpose, the major challenges which we have faced is getting the floating jetty. So floating jetties are normally people are using HDPE jetties, but we have taken like the person who has given us earlier one thing, that is a concrete one. So we have used the concrete jetties which has a life of 50 years, which are maintenance free, and those jetties are comparatively twice the cost of HDPE jetties that we have implemented. And for this the seaplane has been, because you might be knowing that Maldives is a number one in seaplane operations in the entire world. They have the 78 flight seaplanes in Maldives itself. So we have, because to get a seaplane from Viking, it is very difficult to get in that period. So we have leased out, the SpiceJet has leased out those seaplanes, and we have brought in here. And these seaplanes has a 19 passenger capacity. They have been put it on operations for from Statue of Unity to Sabarmati, and in that way. While doing this, when we got a call from PMO that yes, we have to start from 10th of September, we have visited the site, and this is like you can see the pictures of this. It's entirely hilly area of Statue of Unity, and then we have to start this work. So that time, but For all projects, when we have to implement or we have to make it happen, one thing is very important, that is a political will. If political will is there, all things will happen, otherwise those projects will never take off. So because of this political will, we could able to complete this entire project in 45 days. This is one unity, and then this is the Sabarmati river front. So for this gangway, which is a completely aluminium make, and this we have taken from the Dubai. So for all the things, we have how to reduce the cost as well as reduce the time. Crushing the activities has been taken care while doing this work. Second project, I want to tell you that this is wildlife. In that, you might have heard the Guga Fossil National Park. This is the first time in India which is happening. We have been declared as the fossil national park. The importance of that is 65 million years ago, whatever has been happened in India, that a volcano has happened, and during that period, those you might have heard about those all the plantations has been with the same structure. Means after 65 million years also, you can able to see those structures at that location. Here you can find one dinosaur egg is also there at the extreme top. You can see that. So those kind of things we are preserving, and we are for getting the more and more tourists, we are proposed this kind of like agro-tourism. Then there are some tribal huts also has been added there. So those kind of things has been added at the Goa Fossil National Park. Like there is another one is the Kana Tiger Reserve. So there also we have ensured that we are not touching any concrete thing there, and we have put everything on like tree huts. You might have seen that these kind of things has been developed there. So next, we have recently awarded one project which is called as we have to ensure that under tourism policy 2, we have to develop a new Kashmir, which is for that with HSA, we back this project, and we want to do the develop the tourism in Kashmir now. And for that purpose, till this time period, if you see the rates in Kashmir, if you go this time, the hotel rates and everything is touching to the sky. So, and there is a limited potential for the tourists. So now we have identified 6 more circuits which we have to develop there, where these are the virgin islands, where we have to go. We have to create the basic infrastructure facilities for those, and we have to use a proper utilization of a central fund which is available, and then we are going to put this kind of development at 6 circuits which will be added, because there is no basic facilities are available. So if tourists are going there without facilities, no one will go there and they have to come back again. So for that purpose, we are creating there itself. These are the lakes which are there, but presently there is no tourism. So we have to explore those areas. Then this is the very important thing is development of master plan for Mumbai-Pune Expressway, where there are more than 100 villages. We have prepared the complete development plan. In that, we have considered the various areas from the tourism perspective. So I'll just this entire area, which area, what is going to come, that we have proposed there, and this might be in interest of you also. So this village, multimodal, right from multimodal station, then there is a business district which we have proposed, city square, town hall. So what we have done while preparing this, all the best things available in the entire world, we want to bring everything in the Mumbai-Pune Expressway along the 186 square kilometer area. And for that, we have ensured that whatever is the area available, we have to make so that, because presently Mumbai and Pune is filled and there is a magnet available between that area only. And then how to, we have visualized that and we have made this. So these are just zoo and jungle safari, cable car stations, and Khanavle, there we are old age home also, we are building 2 old age homes. Then Ayurveda and Research Center, because there are, this is the area which is in the schedule where we have proposed this. Arivli Ajivli, where we are again a research center and a herbal plantation we have proposed on this much area. Sports complex, because we see that it's good that we have the IPL happening now here, but in future we can see the IPL can happen here itself. Underwater diving training schools, these are not available now in Mumbai or nearby Mumbai. So we have identified the areas which we should take, considering the now new airport which is going to come. So adventurous sports training academy, bird sanctuary, watchtowers, national integration center, logistics zone, considering the JNPT or proximity, theme-based zones, eco-sensitivity research center, intercity integrated governance office. At Temori we have education hub. We want to bring all the I can say education universities in this area, and for that this area has been reserved, and 48 hectares of land has been reserved for this area. Then aquarium, water park, snow world, super specialty hospital, international convention center, because once this operation port, our Mumbai port will be, new Mumbai port will be available, airport, then from there it's only on I think 19 minutes it will take. Waterfront development area in this area. Then village empowerment is a very important thing, that also we have considered in while preparing this. So this is the hub which we have. This is present Chhatrapati Shivaji Airport, Navi Mumbai Airport, and this is the area which shaded area. This we have to develop, and that we have taken. That's it. Thank you.